Well, welcome to the Goat Shed. Today is Monday the 4th of April and it's 22 degrees Celsius outside, which is roughly 71 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's a pleasantly lovely sunny day for the weather we've endured over the last few weeks with a lot of rain. Just a quick video today. We're putting back together a player unit here, which we have. We've cleaned it up the best we can, and when we pulled this apart, we found that we had a broken, there you go, that's a coil stop bracket. Now, these things do break regularly. Just put a mark there where that yellow paint is. That's sort of where the coil stop was moving around because the bracket was broken and it started to become elongated. I think you may be able to just see that. So they're things to watch out for. That's very common that they break. They can break in bonus units, player units. GTB 4583 plus is the part number for that. Now, we had our second hand one we put on that. We do have some new ones, but yeah, this time we were able to put a second hand one on and get that going. Now, as a result of that, when we've reassembled the machine, what we've noticed is that when we go to operate the stepper unit, let's try and get this in here, watch the pull, it's driving, I've got my finger in the road there now, it's driving down too far. It should only be going half a tooth. See, coming down and almost going down to the bottom of the next tooth. Now that's easily adjustable. All you have to do is loosen those two screws there that hold the coil casing on the frame, and just we'll move that in the downward direction. Now, because of that, also at the moment we've got way too much pressure on the drive arm up stop, which is the piece I've got the little bit of paper under there. Now, anyone that follows these videos know that I like to have these adjusted so that you can just drag that paper out, but I'll rip that if I try and pull it anymore. So as a consequence of the coil casing being misadjusted, so is this. So we'll have to, and possibly when we fix the coil casing up, that'll be right. We'll have to see, but it's all made to be adjustable. They have elongated screws in there. Okay, so how I like to do that is I've already loosened those two screws off. I've taken the liberty. Now what I'll do, I'll just give this a slight tap with a hammer. Went down a little bit then. We'll turn that over and see. Not much. I'll just try that again. Just have a look here. Yeah, it didn't go down far enough, or it really didn't go down at all. So I'm just going to whack that again a couple of times. Yeah, it did move a bit then. I could have loosened those screws off a bit more, but we'll live dangerously. Not quite. See that? I'll try and zoom in on that for you. Let's get this here. Turn it around. It's not too bad, but yeah, we'll fix that up a bit better. Okay. Now I've adjusted that now, and you'll see now when we operate it, it only goes down that half a tooth. Right. So that's all you want it to do. That's correctly adjusted now. Now what remains to be done now is we have to adjust the up stop. It's out a bit, so there's a gap there. Let's see if you can see the gap. You can almost see that gap. Yeah, we don't need that there, we just adjust that. So we need to adjust that stop in the downward direction by loosening those two screws. So let's do that. Right, that's done. So we'll operate that now. We'll hold it up, and there you go. I'll put my piece of paper in. There you go. I can just move it out. See that? So that's good. So I've tightened all the screws back up now. And just a tip, whenever you're doing anything on any of the steppers, always put that spider bearing back on, that one, so that the shaft doesn't move, and always leave a bit of movement, a little bit of sideways movement in there. All right, so that's a little tip. And then the other thing to do is just make sure that your drive arm, or reset arm, I beg your pardon, this is the reset arm, it travels back into just below the tooth. If it doesn't, you would need to adjust that. And on this one, that adjustment is here. Okay, there's no zero stop on this stepper. It's a one-way stepper only. If it was a zero stop, it would have another adjustment on our, as you would see on our previous videos. We've already done a video on how to remove and repair a stepper unit, so please have a look at that. It's probably getting close to 12 months ago. I think we've got about 94 videos on there now, so that would help. Okay, so that's just a little tip of the day. Spanky says, thank you for watching, and this has been another Goat Shed presentation.